And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Production Line. And our research is just about done. So I thought I'd start the episode up and get to planning our expansion here. I'm thinking we're going to expand into here and move all of the exporting over to here to start off with. Now, how many lines we're going to be able to do, I'm not sure. There it is, new research project. Okay, we're going to not have any research going while we rearrange this. So I am thinking our research, where should our research be? I would like it, if we're going to have it up here, probably going to move everything up to here. So I don't want to expand out into an area yet, because that would start costing us money right away. So I think we're going to just go with the research center right in here. So let's put one here, here, here. Okay, so how many research points does that give us? It only gives us 1 point per minute. That seems oddly unproductive. Because with 4, let me pause it. 4 of these is 0.5. So 8 of these is 1. And I have 4 of these. So 8 of these, that would be how many employees? That would be 8 times 4, 32 employees, versus 4 of these would be 24. So yeah, these are mildly better, a little bit more efficient, and they're kind of cooler because they've got little animations going and people scratching their beards and whatever. So let's start some research off. Instead of doing features, we're going to do power production right away. We should be able to knock that out pretty fast, 700 points, and we can do quite a lot right away. So if we look at this, how is their progress? We are paused right now, so that is why that's not moving. So this is actually going along pretty fast. We are at what, 0.86% per tick. Not sure what a tick is in this game, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to work on this. So we're gonna, oh, it's not researched yet. Okay, well, let's get that researched as soon as possible. So we're gonna beef up the speed. You know, those research centers were not cheap. These things were pretty expensive. So we built 6 of these. Ooh, that was not cheap at all. A little higher power demand, but we're able to research pretty fast now. If we look at this, you can see it's just moving along at such a fast clip that I think we're going to be able to research stuff pretty fast now. I think that was a good investment to get that research center done right away, even though it was a very expensive, not expensive, but a very long research. So let's choose next research, and obviously we're going to do factory expansion because we need to start expanding. And let's look at what is administration? Computerized sales, that goes into export, which makes exports a little faster, I believe. And look at metal rolling. Look at that, 3,100. That is probably one of the most expensive researches in the game. Yeah, almost over double the cost of the aircon research. So heated seats is a new upgrade. He's split off the heater into the dashboard, just like I recommended. And the heated seats is now a new upgrade. because, you know, obviously the heating elements are probably different. So those have been changed. So now the seat manufacturer actually uses the heater element to make the heated seats. So you can do that, and I think he has also made it so the make, where was it? The make, not valves, steering wheels. There it is. The make steering wheels also includes the airbag if you fit the airbag onto that. So we're not going to work on features right now. I'm doing factory expansion, and then I want to do all the specializations. So the paint specialization, engine, chassis, and body are what's left. And then once we have those specializations, we'll be able to split out all of the lines into their respective areas, and then add, you know, more and more lines to spit out cars faster and faster, because the more of these basic cars we spit out, you know, these are going to start dropping in value. So that is something we've got to be careful with. So as that basic car, I mean, I think in my last series, that basic car model went, you know, it starts at 16,000. But I think in my last series, by the time I ended it, it was at 11,200. So it drops in value quite significantly. And, you know, you're going to have to charge less and less for that basic car as time goes on. So it's better to get this stuff researched as soon as humanly possible. And we are doing 0.75%, you know, every time it ticks over. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's 1,000. Is it per second? 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Yeah, but must be about per second. I mean, we are going at a fast pace, so if we slow it down, you can see it responds to that, and it goes up by less of a percent. Because it's based on game minutes, not real-time minutes. So if you look at this, points per minute is actually a minute in game. And the minute in game is not a minute in real time, because that would be agonizing to have to wait, you know, 2 hours for the next upgrade to be unlocked. So I'm anxious to get these split out. I'm really anxious to get them split out, because once we do, we'll be able to start researching accessories and really get some optimizations going. But we need that factory expansion research to finish before too long. So if we look over here, I'm already thinking like a conveyor. We have up to 4 lines that we can spit out here. So we'd really be able to separate out all of this stuff pretty easily. And we're going to first do the accessories. And I'm not sure. Let's look at the accessories. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different stations for accessories. And these are all going to be, well, they're 1 by 3s. So that's good, except for dashboard. I think aircon is also not a nice handy 1 by 3 design. So that's, you know, those are going to be a little trickier to get put in. But the dashboard, I'm so glad he has separated out the dashboard, because fit seats was beginning to be really crazy with how many different objects it was having to install. So it was getting to be a real drain, because the importers weren't able to keep it stocked, because it needed seats and servos and heater units and just all sorts of different things just in that one area. So it needed to be specialized a little bit more. So I'm really glad he did that. Okay, so that's almost done. That should pop up any second now. Did we finish the power gen? We did. So let's get some power gen going. Okay, factory expansion is done. So now let's start researching these specializations. Let's get chassis specialization done first, just because we have to do the axle specialization after that in order to fully specialize the chassis. And then we can go on to body and then paint, trying to do these in the order that they are used in. But for now, let's do power plants. I'm going to put some over here. These guys are going to have to work right next to these loud engines. I'll leave a space for them. So you can see each one of these gives me 1,800. Oh, these are not cheap. 30,000 bucks each. Okay, so we are producing almost all of our own power. Okay, and almost ready. And then there we go. Now we are producing all of our own power, so these expenses, the power purchase right here, this should dwindle down to nothing. It should just shrink down and it should be nothing, which is what we're going for. Because that will give us a little bit of a boost and allow us to make a little bit more money, a little bit more profit, now that we're making all of our own power. And our research, what are we researching now? We are, ooh, still got chassis is almost done. It's halfway done already. Beautiful. I like that. Okay, and now that we can expand, let's go ahead and do that. And I am going to then place the exporter over here and the QA right. I'm gonna space it out. I'm gonna space it out like that. Give a little bit of space there, and we're going to clear these. So our system will stop a little bit. This car will go through, and we're going to come out here and split off our accessories. So we're going to leave us some space here for the dashboard. Yeah, right in here. We're going to leave us some space. Oh, look at that. There's research on chassis. We want to immediately research the axles as well. Okay, so the dashboard, we want to leave some space for the air conditioner. So I'm going to leave a gap of 3, and do a windscreen. We're gonna compress these individually. Windscreen, seats, horn, lights. So lights, horn, seats, windscreen, space for air conditioner, dashboard, QA. Ooh, electronics. I don't have an electronics in there. Ooh, okay. That has to go before quality check. So I'm going to need... That's unfortunate. I forgot about electronics. So QA, electronics. I'm going to leave a gap there. And then dashboard. I can smash that right up into it. And then leave a space for the air conditioner, windscreen, seats, horn, lights. Lights, horn, seats, windscreen. Skip, dashboard. Okay, that is done. So let's connect all of these up. And now I can get rid of this fit accessories, this fit electronics. Basically get rid of all of this stuff. And that. We're going to get rid of all of this. So both of these lines are now going to come over to this one over here. So let's do a resource importer, which are not cheap. We're going to do, yeah, one resource importer should be enough. It's not a high volume area, not by a long shot. So right in there and then there. Let that resource importer fill all of the stuff that it needs, and then let's get these conveyors to bring all of these cars over to here. And we're going to slap those in there. This is going to go in, and this is going to go in. So we got a little bit of a backlog here, but that's okay because we've got plenty of room over here for stuff. A bunch of stuff over here. So these are fast. These are going to be really fast compared to what we were used to. And so we'll be able to keep up with quite a few lines just with one of these. But yeah, now that we are working, I think we've got... Are we doing the chassis? Yeah, we're doing the chassis. Axles is just about done. Let's see what we're going to do. So we'll be able to fit a bunch of these inside of this area. I'm thinking, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, at least 2 more sets of these lines coming in, and then enough space to bring a couple more back into here. At least 1 more back into here for this last QA, or last exporter. So we'll be able to fit 4 exporters back here, which is good. Because we're going to have a lot of production inside of this main factory here. I'm thinking it's going to be pretty substantial. But we've got to get them researched first. Oh, this one's almost done. It's so close. Then we can go on to... I think I'm going to do engine next, because that's the next one back. No, maybe... it's so hard to decide. So we're going to do body next, because there's a lot of sub ones. There's body frame and then doors. Those, I mean, we got to get both of those done. And then engine, we got to do engine assembly, steering wheel, and wheels. So there's 3 more under engine that we got to research. Paint is going to be a quickie because that's just 1. So let's get body specialization done. I'd like to get all these specializations done before the next episode, just so we have, you know, something major to focus on coming in. And so now that we've got these split apart, we could actually, you know, start either researching the production of the seats and the windscreens just to make a little bit more money, because I'm sure the prices of those are not cheap. So if we look at the prices, if we go down to seat, yeah, $498 for the seat. That's not cheap. Because we could actually make those for about $250, because it's 1 steel, that's 40, and 1 leather, which is 198. So yeah, we could save a lot of money by making our own seats right now. Make even more profit, because our money's getting a little low. We are kind of hurting right now. And yeah, let's go up to medium speed, just because we've got a little bit of extra money that we're going to need to make before we really go crazy with production. And looks like our basic car is still sitting tight at 16,000, which is good. I'm not sure how long this little honeymoon is going to last. Once these start dropping in value, we're going to be hurting for, you know, different things here. So body is done, so we need to do body frame specialization next. It's going to take a little bit of time. So yeah, between episodes, I will get all of the specializations researched, and hopefully by then we'll have enough saved up to really expand the factory. At least add 1 full line of components for all the different specializations, because we've got accessories individualized now, which helps us out. But we're going to need all of the different types to make this work. So that is the plan for next episode. We'll be finally getting all of these compacted assemblies slots out and individualize them so we can start working on accessories and charging even higher premiums for our cars that we're making. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.